guy here. So as you can see, the Valheim Mistlands is absolutely available now. So all you have to do is fire up Steam, and when you do so, you will automatically update the Mistlands update, which is great. So you can see we've got the new biome, we've got some fishing updates, we've got a bunch of new stuff, hairstyles, you 12 new emotes. I don't know what that is, but yeah. So it's been a bit of a week for us. Had some family members in the house sick. I don't know, I think I worked 12 hours on Monday, so it's been a bit of a week for me. So this is my first video in a little while, a few days. I try to put one out every couple of days, so thanks for bearing with me if you're watching this. So the first thing I'm going to start out by doing is I can cover weapons, I can cover enemies, but honestly, a lot of other YouTubers have already done that. I don't see anybody talking about much is the maps, because the maps have changed. So let's just go to our Valheim world generator here. So in case you don't know about this, just Google Valheim map generator and it will bring you to this. Now, it will randomly spawn you. I think it'll randomly breed up a seed, but basically you just type in any seed you want, or you can hit random here, which is what I did on this seed, and then you have options. This is the new Mistlands update, and this is older. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to go, I actually found this randomly, and it was only like my third try. This is a super easy map, guys, and I had to share it. Your spawn is here, Main Island Trader, Main Island Elder, Main Island Bone Mass, almost Main Island Mortar, Motor, I would say Mortar. Just an easy raft there, and an easy raft there, and you've got him, and that same thing, it's all right here. Now, this purple stuff, and it appears on every single map I've looked at, it is always on, if we zoom way out, your inner part of the world, like the donut hole, if you will. If this is a donut, roughly your donut hole in the center here is going to be your normal maps. And then just like the, what's this called, the Great North, whatever it's called, and then the fireplace down here, which I can never remember it either, the name of it. You know what? I'm stupid. Biomes only. There we go. Deep North and Ashlands. There we go. Told me. The Mistlands, which is in gray here, is always around like the outer edge. This being the complete outer, these two biomes being always the outer north and outer south. But the Mistlands always seems to be on the border. And if we go back here to full terrain, it's always this like purpley stuff. And it's mixed in a lot. So here you go, you have to go through the Mistlands to this border. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, you're going to do some sailing no matter what map. The Mistlands is going to be on the outer edge. So this is a super easy for the first 5. And the last 6th boss, the Queen now, is always going to be a hull. So basically what I'm telling you is that's universal. It's not going to change on any of these maps. So you're going to do some sailing to the Queen now. With this map in particular, the main island goes up so far that really you could just easily hop over to this one and then sail due north basically from this point, from this plains point. I would just follow this island, and when I start seeing this island, there we go. But relatively easy to get to, but that's what you're kind of looking for, a large landmass island that can take you close to it. And most of the islands run north-south, as you can see. Most of the islands aren't wide, they're normally long. So there we go. If you want to do this biome right here, it's a relatively easy one, you can see it here. And then what I'm going to do too is I'm going to compare some of the older maps we looked at with the newer maps and what things have changed. So this was from my last video. All of these maps, well, not all of them. I didn't do all of the maps from the last videos, but I did a few. And then I've got a few in here too that some viewers have suggested, like what they're playing. So let's take a look at this. The first one is Dad. Now this is the older version. This is before the Mistlands update. Okay, so if you've updated, this will not be affecting this. You will not see this map. So this is a tough map before the update. Your starting island is nothing's really on it, as you can see, except for one Eichford. And then you have to sail to Elder, and then Bone Mass, and you're just all over the place. Motor, and then I don't see it. There he is up here. So this is a good chunk of the map that you'd have to sail around. The main thing that sucks about this is this tiny little island and finding Elder. So has anything changed? I'm not going to hit newer because it's going to be loading. So I've already loaded it. So here we go. This is Dad as well, newer, and same crappy spawn. They took away Elder. Elder is now much further away, so this map has gotten a little harder. Is Yagluth still in that same? Yeah, he's up here. He's not too bad. Yeah, he was over here, so this is old, new. He's gone from there. The old one he's here, and the new one he is not. He's up here. So, a little bit harder to get to. I think this map has gotten harder just because the Elder is so much further away. We talked in the last video about getting bronze, and needing those bronze nails to get to him to get on a good boat. I mean, this is probably raftable, like raft here, and then raft here. This is absolutely not. You need a boat for that. So let's look at, this is the next one. This is one of the easier maps. Again, this is older. This is the JH0 map. And again, guys, you can just look at this, pause the video, and you can just enter the map if you're interested in it. With the old map, I think I said this one wasn't too terrible. I'm sure I said to get to this island, Bone Mass Motor, Elder. It is a bit of a hike, though, for Elder. And you do have a kind of a crappy starting island. Maybe I didn't say this one was good. If we go back to the new one, it got easier. Elder is now here. Well, in that regard, getting to Elder is easier, but your Bone Mass is still far. Yagluth and Murder. So this is a pretty tough map right here. Yeah, then you're sailing to the Trader as well. So this is a tough one still. And it looks like it was a pretty tough one. I think this was super tough because of how far away Elder was. Sailing all the way to him early game. All the way down here. Yeah, this was an insanely hard map. So Dad, and this is probably the hardest map I found, and it's gotten a little better because Elder is closer. So this one is definitely easier. That's why I highlighted this one. But you kind of lost your many bosses there, where you could hit 2 more. That's gone. So it's gotten easier, but it's also gotten harder. It just depends on how you look at it, what part of the game you're in. So now Motor is way down here, as opposed to right here. So, give and take on this one. Next one, this is a fan suggested one. This is what he landed on. This is the Walrus. As you can see, this is actually somewhat of a tougher map. Elder here, though, this is the old. Bone Mass here, Motor here, and then Yagluth. What I see is, I see 2, 1 here and 1 there. So this isn't like too terrible. Things aren't too spread out. You can still play the game as far as sailing and stuff. This wouldn't be this is what I would consider it's like a medium map, like an average map. Some sailing, nothing crazy. Everything is relatively close, but not crazy far. And then if we look at the newer version, what's changed? So we got Bone Mass on his main island. Elder's not too far. Yagluth is just it's just right there. And then Motor is kind of far. But this one isn't bad. And then the Queen is relatively close to the spawn. So, the Walrus is not a bad looking map. Let's go to another fan one. I'm going to try this one. It's 70 EH, more letters and numbers, but you can, like I said, pause the video and take a look. This is the older. This guy also settled on Elder and Trader on Main Island, which is excellent. This is a good main island too. Where's Bone Mass? Oh, Bone Mass is just right there. Motor is just right there. And Yagluth looks like the hardest one to find, but not too terrible, just right here. So basically 2 islands. Oh no, 3, I'm sorry. Forgot about Biomes. When your trader's on island 1, you can actually... You can probably find him really fast. So, yeah, this one would not be bad either. Let's take a look at the new update. So Biomes is on our main island, so is Border. But the Elder is not. He's way up here now. I say way up there, but really that's not far. It's just a little boat ride. You can raft that. And then Yagluth is super close. This is now... I think this is easier than it was. If we go back to the old... I mean, we lost the Elder on the main island, but we gained Biomes and Motor on the same island, and Elder is not far. So there's a little bit of plains right there, though. Yeah, it's kind of a tougher location. You have to absolutely avoid these plains. And it's both sides, so not a bad one. But if you venture into the plains when you're in the Bronze Age, you're dead. There's just if there's anything in there, Death Skeeto, you're dead. So everything other than Elder, not bad. So this one that I'm going to show you, this E2WF, this is the one that I said that I recommended. It being pretty easy. So we've got our spawn here, Elders right there, Bone Mass is right there, the traders on the main island, Motors right here, and Yagluth. I mean, like, everything is very close. Let's see if that holds up with the new update. Notice we're older. Here's the new one. I think it got easier, guys. So it's 1 sail to the trader, 1 sail to 1 island, Elder, Bone Mass, Motor, Yagluth. I mean, this is just crazy simple. Crazy simple. It's basically your main island. This is raftable. You never have to build a real boat. That is that is crazy easy. And then if we zoom out here, and the queens are a little further away, but as far as early game, basically the entire game until you get to the Mistlands, pretty simple. And then yeah, you should be easily taking a boat. Let's see here. If you're on this island anyway, you can walk down here, set sail, and just basically go due east. And then you don't hit a queen. I thought that was a queen, sorry. Southeast. Where else? Another one here. This would be a heck of a sail, I'm not gonna lie. This would probably be your best bet. Due north. Yep, right by Bone Mass. Take off to the swamp. Then I just walk the swamp. You get across there. Now, swamps into plains to Black Forest. This is tough too because there's no meadow, so your safest biome in here is the Black Forest, but it's not that big of a trek. And that water kind of hosts you a little bit, but it's not. This is doable. So yeah, I'd probably land on this island. But there you go, guys. There's some differences that we saw between the updates. The Mistlands is crazy, and I absolutely intend to make more videos about it. It's just, I'm like a mosquito in a nudist colony. I don't know where to start because they added way more than I expected them to add. It's not just a new biome, and I expected new enemies. I expected a couple new things, but I basically expected it like when they added mountain caves. You got a couple new enemies, you got a couple new stuff, new things you can get in the caves. But it almost feels like a different game with everything they've added. So I'm still playing it. I'm still learning it. Not gonna lie. So far, I'm not sure what I think about it because it's kind of shifted gears from like a survival game to like a late game magic game, magic using game. And I guess you don't have to, but it's just weird. Doesn't feel quite like Valheim anymore. But it's early, so it's not that it's bad. It's not that I don't like it. It's just different, and I just gotta get used to it. And then once I do, I'll let you know if I still like it as much as I did before. So there you go, guys. Mistland maps, and I hope everyone's enjoying it and playing it. And more videos are coming. Thanks a lot, and do me a favor, please like the video and consider subscribing and sharing the video. Appreciate it, guys.